Catapults.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to the 5th Challenger Connection. We're so glad you're here today, and I'm excited because Commander Jennifer is going to teach us all about catapults. Commander Jennifer.
Catapults, yes. What is that fancy word for a catapult? We were just looking up how to say it because we didn't know for sure. Trebuchet.
Trebuchet.
Yes, so back during medieval times, they used these a lot. So the fancy definition that we found is it's a ballistic device used to launch a projectile a great distance without having to use any kind of other propellant. So basically they wanted to get something to another place quickly and efficiently without having to use a lot of manpower. So we're going to build a catapult out of some very simple things that you should probably have some of these things at home. If not, you may be able to modify some things to use this. So popsicle sticks, so you'll need about 9 of these, and maybe you have these little ones, or maybe like Commander Melissa's going to use these big ones. And if you don't even have these, maybe some pencils. If you could find some pencils, I think you may be able to do that. And definitely don't want to put these in your mouth.
No.
So you'll need about 9 of those. You're going to need about 5 rubber bands. Doesn't necessarily all have to be the same size rubber bands, so with whatever you have lying around. And then we're going to use plastic spoons. You may not have a plastic spoon, so one thing that you could use would be a bottle cap. So if you didn't have a plastic spoon, you might be able to use a bottle cap and some glue. And then our projectile, or the things that we're wanting to launch today, we're just going to be using some cotton balls. So disclaimer here, we're going to be launching things. Definitely don't want to get anything that's going to be hard that could possibly hurt someone or something. So that's why we're choosing to use cotton balls. You could use pom-poms, something soft.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows, definitely could use those. We have some marshmallows, so I
do.
guess we could have used some of those. But something that's not going to injure someone else. So keep that in mind. You don't want to use anything hard like a rubber ball, something that's going to hurt someone else. So step number 1, we need to get 7 of our craft sticks and stack them up. So find 7 of your craft sticks. And we're going to stack them up just like this.
And if you have popsicles in your freezer, you could eat 7 popsicles.
What
Or
a good
fudgesicles.
idea. Fudgesicles. Oh my goodness, what a good idea. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your rubber bands and on each end and fasten those together.
So the bigger the rubber band, the more times you have to go around.
Right.
Each end?
Each end.
I was faster than you because mine are bigger.
Yours are bigger.
Yeah.
So when you're finished, be something like that. Oh, look at that. Even though hers are bigger, mine must be a little thicker because
That's
mine's a little
interesting.
taller than yours.
Yes.
All right. So next step, you're going to take your other 2, stack them together, and you're going to put a rubber band only on one end this time. So only on one end.
Does it have to be pretty tight?
No, you don't want it super tight. Actually, we forgot a step. We need to attach our spoon. Let's take that rubber band off because we need to attach our spoon to one of these. So what we're going to do in this case, I'm going to put the ladle part of the spoon where it is extending beyond my popsicle stick. And then I'm just going to use a couple of the rubber bands to fasten. I'm going to put one up near the ladle part, and then I'm going to put one near down near the bottom of the spoon handle, just to hold it in place. Glad I remembered that before we got too far.
My rubber band got kind of stretched out. All right.
And again, these don't have to be perfect. So
Good.
if you don't put them in the exact same spot as me, that's okay. They don't have to be perfect. We're just trying to keep our spoon somewhat stationary on the popsicle stick.
That's a little harder than it looks.
There we go.
All right, where'd you put your other one? Okay.
Down near the bottom of the handle. Yeah, yours are a little bit longer than mine, I think.
Goodness, that rubber band really stretched. How's that?
That looks good. All right, now we're going to stack our popsicle sticks again, And you are gonna put your rubber band down here at the end of the handle down there. So you don't wanna fasten it up there where the ladle is. You don't wanna fasten the 2 popsicle sticks where the ladle is. You wanna fasten them down here.
So right here.
Yeah, down at the end.
I think the red rubber bands are super stretchy.
Yeah,
What do
this
you
one
think?
is, and this one is a little thicker. So what we're using for some of these things, we're using some simple machines basically. So we're gonna be using something like a wedge. In this case, we're gonna have to take our 2 popsicle sticks and we're gonna have to spread them apart just a little. And we're gonna take our stack and wedge them in there.
Oh goodness, okay. About halfway through?
About. And mine just kind of naturally stopped where my rubber band was. I don't know, yours may not do that. We'll just have to see. Do you need some help?
That got it, thank you. Is that good?
I think, but you've got yours going through your popsicle sticks. I don't know if that'll make a difference. Do you see that?
Oh.
I wedged. Do you see what I did here?
I do.
1 popsicle stick is underneath my stack and the other one's on the top. I basically wedged it in there.
Okay, I got you.
Got that?
Like this.
Yes.
Ah. If at
All
first
right.
you don't succeed,
Try again. You're exactly right. So now what's going to happen? We're just going to use Newton's laws of motion. So right now, if I were to put my cotton ball in my spoon, it is at rest. So remember Newton's first law: an object at rest tends to stay at rest.
unless acted upon
Exactly,
by a force.
So in order to get this to move, we're going to have to put some kind of force on it. So what we'll do, you're going to have to probably hold this down, I'm assuming, we'll see. Hold your stack so it doesn't go flying. And you're going to pull down on your spoon. Now you don't want to pull as hard as you can because you might break your spoon, but you're going to pull it down. Basically what we're creating is some potential energy. So that means it's not moving yet, it's got the potential to do something. So
yes.
I've got some potential energy going on here. You may have to wedge yours in there a little tighter. Miss
I
Melissa.
know, I'm having, it's there. I was gonna try to shoot it at the camera.
And so what do you think this is going to turn into after potential energy?
Energy.
Yeah. So whenever we let go of the spoon is going to move and it's going to put a force on the cotton ball. So what's your prediction? What do you think it's going to do?
It will go up and then another force is going to work on it, which is gravity, and it'll pull it down.
It's going to pull it down. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you launching yours at Miss Sarah?
I am.
Okay. It's a good thing it's a cotton ball.
Yes.
Ready? Let's count it down.
Okay.
5, 4,
4,
3, 2, 1. Oh, yours even went further than mine. So the point at where you have this is called the fulcrum.
Fulcrum, yep.
So you may need to move your fulcrum some. You might want to experiment with that. Do you think it's going to make a difference if I have my fulcrum further in? Or do you think it's going to make a difference if it's further out? So you might have to experiment with that too.
And something that has more mass might go further or
Exactly.
might not. Yeah.
Yeah. The cotton balls don't have a lot of mass. Do you think that a marshmallow would have a little more mass than these?
Yes.
Probably so.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
That went up high.
Oh, yeah. So I
Very
moved
good.
my fulcrum a little bit and it went up a little higher.
So I think with this activity, if I was doing this at home, I would try where the different places, and then I would try different things.
I would definitely. Now, if you didn't have a spoon, so like I said earlier, maybe you don't have a spoon, what you could do instead of having the spoon on here, you could take like a 2-liter or
A water
a
bottle?
water bottle lid and glue it down to your popsicle stick up here near the top. That way you have a little cup, kind of like this ladle, something that you can sit your object down in.
That's a good idea.
So yeah, so if you don't have a spoon, probably like some water bottle cap, like you said, Gatorade, something like that you can put on there. Ooh, maybe an Easter egg. Those little plastic Easter eggs.
Oh, that would work.
I've seen some of those on there too. Some of you are starting to get that stuff, so you may
Yes.
have that too.
Use your creative.
Yes, and do lots of different strategies. Maybe you don't need this many popsicles stacked up.
Oh, that's a
Wonder
good
if
idea.
that would make a difference.
But then I couldn't eat 7 popsicles.
That's right. You
Or
couldn't
9
eat that
popsicles.
many.
Yeah.
So that would be a downer. Yeah.
That would be.
All right.
Awesome, great.
So there's our challenge for you.
Yes, and we want you to post a picture of your catapult or even a video of you using that.
Video's even better.
That's even better. So, Commander Jennifer, thank you for teaching us about catapults.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Awesome. So this is Commander Melissa.
And Commander Jennifer,
Over and
out.